So in this lecture, we will start from the basics. Okay. So I'm just telling you this is the VS Code editor. This is the VS Code editor. You just install at your end. This is very useful for our training for for the developing our applications. So you just go through the Google and just download this VS Code and install in. This is a very simple software. Okay. So now first question is, what is JavaScript? Okay. What is JavaScript? Okay. So in the beginning of JavaScript just generally used for as a scripting language, like for the front end, for the client side validation and client interaction, like pop up, like events and the client side interaction. Okay, but nowadays client JavaScript is everywhere. We can develop the mobile app as well by the JavaScript, like hybrid application where it can work in the iOS, in the Android as well. And it's we can create a software as well. Like this is the VS Code. VS Code. This VS Code is created by the JavaScript language. So this is the software for laptop. Okay, our system. So this is created in the, so we can create apps by, we can create web applications like Facebook. We can create a VS Code like this software as well for software development. And server side, at the server side, API side, we can create as well. And network interaction, network thing we can handle also in this. So JavaScript today is everywhere. Okay, if we are learning any language like Java, PHP, like .NET, anything we are going, so everywhere we use the JavaScript. Okay. So how JavaScript created? JavaScript is created on the base of ECMAScript. Okay, ECMAScript just create the standards for scripting language, for the scripting language. Like ECMAScript like define, like we will create a variable, like we have to just declare like this. Okay, we can create a variable, like declare a variable like this. So JavaScript, every browser have created its own JavaScripts. Okay, they have JavaScript engine and install the JavaScript and run the every browser run the JavaScript on the basis of their engine. Okay, so we have a website here like ECMAScript International. Okay, these are the like standards. This provide the standard for the JavaScript on the basis all browser is created the JavaScript. Okay, these are the standards of that. And JavaScript is a general purpose scripting language that conform to the ECMAScript specifications. By reading the ECMAScript specification, you can learn how to create a scripting language. By reading the JavaScript documentation, you learn how to use the scripting language. Okay, there are two things. One, we can create a JavaScript by help of the JavaScript specifications. And other things, when we read the JavaScript documentation, so we can know how we can use the scripting language. Okay, so JavaScript implement the ECMAScript specification as the described as ECMA 262. Okay. So there was a specification ECMAScript provided, that was the ECMA 262. On that basis, all browser created the JavaScript. Okay. Now today you are looking that the ES6 is in the fashion. So ES6 provides some standards. Okay. these standards. And on the interview, as per the perspective of interview, we get lot of question from the ECMAScript. If you don't have the knowledge in ECMAScript, you cannot clear any interview. Okay, so we will just discuss, and I will just give you the training on the ECMAScript as well. Okay, so this is the sixth study. ECMAScript 6 means it is the sixth edition of ECMAScript 262. Okay, so the major changes and improvement to the ECMAScript specification. Why this is so popular ECMAScript? Because there was some major changes. There was some, because ECMAScript 5, ECMAScript 4 was rejected. There was so issues after that ECMA 5, and there were lots of new features in the ECMAScript 6. That's why this is more popular. And after that they are releasing a new version in every year. Like this ECMAScript was came into the 2015. After that, we have lots of feature like ECMAScript 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this type. Okay. In 2020, they have released ECMAScript 11. Okay. So if you want to learn in the detail JavaScript, so you just go to MDN JavaScript. If you want to study, this is the Mozilla, the developer.mozilla.com. This is for the Mozilla browser. Okay. So this is the best documentation. You just go into the technologies. You can learn HTML, CSS as well from here. And you, if you want to learn the JavaScript in the detail, you just go through and you just follow this documentation from here. Okay. And there is one more. Can I use? So can I there? So ECMAScript, like JavaScript for every browser like IE, IDE, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, all the browser, mobile Opera mobiles, and Chrome for Android. So all have JavaScripts, and they have, like, some are developing some features, and some didn't develop till now. So there you can find out here. So like I have searched here HTML footer tag. Okay, so footer tag is currently, this is the green. Okay, footer tag is like available in this, but here is this is not available. So those features are like currently in the ECMAScript 11 we have some features, and if we want to use in our JavaScript, but these features are not available in this browser JavaScript, like Chrome JavaScript. So most of the users use the Chrome, so there is no need to use that feature because this is not available in the Chrome engine. Okay, then the Chrome user will get the issue. Okay, first, if you are using any new concept of the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you just go here and just check this is available in all the maximum browser or not. Okay. So now we will create a hello world application. This is our first application. So I'm just going here, and I'm just have created. I'm just going to save this. Okay. I'm just going to C drive projects, and I will create one more folder here. JavaScript. I'm just creating one folder here, JavaScript, and I'm just going here, and I'm creating here one more folder here, like JS, and I will save this file here. Hello hello.js. Okay, and here I will choose JavaScript. So I have created one file hello.js, and I will create here one more file. I'm just going here and I'm creating new file. So don't give in here. Open folder. I'm just going into the folder, and in this folder, I'm just going to select this folder. I'm just going here. I'm just going to open this folder I have created here. So I'm just going into the C drive and into the projects, into the JavaScript. I'm just selecting this JavaScript. Don't save. Why this is not showing here? Okay, JavaScript is loaded here. Okay, so in this JavaScript we have JS. I have created the hello.js, and here JavaScript. I will create one more file here, index.html. One file here, index.html here, and here I will create here. Okay, so I'm just writing some HTML here. So how we can use JavaScript in HTML file? So we can create here like script tag. Script tag, in that script tag, in our HTML we can write our script tag. So this is the alert. How we can check? I'm just showing, and here you can go into the terminal, create the terminal here. Okay, I am just writing here hello world. Okay, and I'm just going into this folder projects, and in this project we have a JavaScript, and I'm just going to click here, and I'm choosing Chrome, and I'm just opening this in the Chrome. So I'm getting alert here. Okay, hello world. So this is our first hello world application. So we can have this how many times? Like I can have this in the header as well. I created here, and I'm creating here, and this is the like hello world header, hello world header, not header, hello world head tag. So we can have here, and now I'm just going here and just refresh. First I'm getting hello world head, and I'm clicking on OK. Then I'm getting hello world. So what is the difference in this? Okay, why head is coming first and body script is coming later? Because this part this part execute before loading our HTML into the browser. Okay, this part is script. This script will load after the HTML, and this in the header part script will load before the HTML. Like if I have some HTML here, h1 tag. Okay, this is the HTML. Hello world. Okay, so I'm just going here, going to refresh. So now our backend, you can see our screen is blank. Now, as I have clicked here, hello world is coming later. So I will create here. Okay. So DOM is, in this case, DOM is not ready. Means this will render. Okay. This will means this script will render with this script. Okay. And this will render before all the HTML tags. Okay. Like I will use some document.id. Like I want to get, I'm just having some ID here. Okay. ID like heading. Okay. So how we can use this heading like document? I'm just going here. I'm creating one variable here, heading here, document dot element, get element by ID, and I will define my ID here. Then inner text. I'm just getting my inner text here, and I will just paste this inner text. Okay, I'm just placing here. Okay, inner text, and the same I'm just doing here. If you are getting any issue, so I will just suggest you just first open up your inspect element and just go into the console and check there cannot read the property of null. So this is showing the cannot read the property of null. Why we are getting, because this is not available. Okay, this is not available, that's why we are getting null. This is not loaded in the DOM. Okay, before loading this we are just accessing this. Oh, okay, when something is not available or we want to get this, when what we will get null. Okay, so that's why we are getting null here. Okay, and I will go to next. Now you can say this. We are getting pop-up, but we are not getting any issue in the console. You can see now our alert is coming. Okay, our alert is coming, and we are not getting issue. So in this case, you can get this is the DOM element is loaded. DOM element is loaded. That's why we are not getting null issue. Okay, so this is the difference between the script or and you can have any number of script tag in your application in a page. Okay, there is no limitation. Okay, so this was our first hello world application, and now we will move to variable declaration, how we can declare the variables. And now before that, I'm just going to open my this JS. Okay, I'm just putting here. So there is no need to have the script tag in the JS file because this is only for the JS work. Okay, JS file. So how I can include here? I can include with the help of in the script. In the script, I will go into the script. Okay, then I will define the path here, like JS, not outside, JS slash hello JS. Okay, I'm just going to remove this. Now I will load my. So JS file is not found. So I have defined the path. JS file is not found. I think there is some issue. So now we will define like this. Okay, I added the backslash here. So this is, so now we are getting JS file alert. Okay. So for JavaScript work, we will have our JS file in a separation. Why we will have? Because we can compress. If we want to compress, we want to optimize our work in the JavaScript. So we want to compress the JS and we want to optimize our code here. If we are using in our home page, this is the home page, and at the inner page we have for about us, contact us. We have at the different places. So there is a difficulty to search the code, then optimize that, and we cannot compress as well. So we will write all the code in the JS file. Okay. So we have included. So now there is one more thing here, like we have a defer thing here. Okay. Defer. One thing is async. Okay, and this is the by default case. Okay, this is the by default case async. Okay, means JavaScript will load it all like before. If we are having here JavaScript, this is loading before the all our I'm just refreshing here. So like when I'm refreshing here, so there is no content available in our document. So document is not prepared, not loaded, but our code is executing. Okay. If we want to load, so this is the case of async, by default async. Okay. If this is the async. Okay. So now what is the case of defer? Defer here, like I'm just going to click here. Then this is loading, but the background in the background hello world is also exists. Means our code, our this JS code will be executed after the loading of the DOM. Okay, this file will be include here after the loading the our DOM as well. DOM is tags, HTML tags here. So this is the difference between async and def. Okay. So now I'm just going here how we can just create a variable and how we can assign the value to it. So there is a this is the declaration of variable. Okay, this is the declaration of variable, and in this if we want to where we use the where. Okay, so if we want to assign any value like 12, like this. Okay, and there is document dot write. If we want to write in the document, we will use this like a. Okay, now let's check. I'm just going to browser. I'm just refreshing again. So 12, I'm getting 12 in the document. Okay, and if I want to print this in the console, then console.log we will use. Mostly we will use for debugging. We will use console.log. Okay, and another was the alert we have used already. We have used for alert already we have used. So now I'm just refreshing. So we are getting in the console in the spec here. So we are getting console. Okay. So there is if I want to open this, how we can open it? We will just right click on the page. In the inspect, we will go in inspect, and we will click here console. Okay. So we will get console, and there is another shortcut like F12. If I press F12, okay. So with the F12 is not working here. So F12 is the shortcut of there. Yeah, open. So F12, by pressing the F12, we can open this. And there may be one more things like we can open from here. Okay, there is a developer. Okay. So these are the way we can open our console here. So I usually use inspect and go to the console. So we are getting here console. Okay. So if we have assigned a value here, so this value is a number type. Okay, so we can assign this value again a like name. Okay, so now check, refresh. We are getting name here. Okay, string type of value I have assigned here. Okay, and we can assign like this directly at the time of declaration. We can assign in this way as well. There is no problem to assign in this way. Okay, so these are, we will call this whole like this. This is the statement. Okay, so JavaScript engine, the engine have browsers. Okay, like we have browsers in for the Chrome. Chrome have its own browser like V8 browser, and there is a browser for the Spider Monkey in for the Firefox and the Chakra for the Edge. So every browser have the different browsers, different engine to execute the code. So many, there may be a chance that so many functionalities are implemented for that browsers, and so many are not implemented for that browser. So we can get the issue, and that's why I have shown you. Can I use website where we can check our functionality before implement? Okay, so this is the way to declare and assign the value to our variable. Okay. So now we will check the comments, how we can define the comments. Okay. So comments like, if I want to say that I want to write something like printing in document. Okay. I want to just print this text in my, I want to have in my projects in my file. So I will use like this. Okay, if these two lines, these two slashes will be added, then our browser's engine, it's have the compiler, so compiler will not execute this. Okay, because this is for the humans. Humans means we will just write this for our understanding purpose. Like if I'm creating one piece of code, so I just write some comment there and like this. So if there is a chance there some other component is here to work on the same functionality. So this command will help him to resolve, to understand the functionality. Okay. So there is another, like we can comment like this. We can comment our code as well. This is a multi-line comment. Okay. These are the two type of comments we can use. Like I have commented, so now I will not get in the document and not in the console like this, because compiler will not execute this. Okay, these stars, slash stars, and slash slash. Okay, so these are the comments we use, and declaration and assignments I have also discussed here, how we can install. And so there is a one in the ECMAScript 6. So I will also discuss some topics of ECMAScript during this JavaScript code, because this will make you easy when we will start ECMAScript 6. Okay, so like now ECMAScript give us a let variable. Okay, let variable. This is a symbol, like we are assigning a value here 123. Okay, I'm just going to console.log a comma b. Okay, I will console a and comma b, both value I will console here. So I'm just going to refresh. So I'm getting in console 12 and 123, 123. Okay, so let now, as per the, like we have a new concept let, but we are still using where, because some of the browsers, as I have told you before, that some of the browsers have this new features, some of don't have. If we will remove this, if like if JavaScript remove this where, then our some of the project is created on the old JavaScript versions, and they will get the problem on that. Okay, and this website and this software will not work if the JavaScript. So JavaScript has the features, the old features remains, and just give a new features and created the new features on the basis of the ECMAScript standards. So but in the now industry, they are not using where, mostly using let. So from now we will use let, mostly we will use let, we will not use where, because it's a new, it was a old practice, so we will go with the new practice let. Okay, so there is a one more thing here, const. This is also ES script. So const like C, okay, C. If I go with this, I will assign C here like 120, 200, and let's check what is in this case. What will happen? I will just go here and I will refresh. So I'm getting an error. Okay. So why I'm getting error? Because we at the time of declaration, we this is the mandatory. We need to assign a value. Okay. And we cannot change this value and don't reassign this value as well. Okay. This is the right syntax to have our constant here. So this is the constant. So we will have in the text, this is like C name, like this. We will have this in the caps. Okay. Like this. And we cannot reassign or we cannot change it as we was reassigning and changing the var and let values. So I will just variable. So I am this. So this will give us an error if we are going to changing and reassigning the value. Okay. So this is the right syntax. Let's go here. Let's check. A is not defined. A I have deleted the A. So let's remove that type I have removed. So now we are getting 123 lat type and 204 const type. Okay. So these are okay. So we can. I'm just going to remove this. Okay. So there are the many operators like here. Like I have a new variable here. Let a. Okay. So we can have value 10. So in let C, we can use plus for adding a and b. Okay. Console.log, we can add these two values. Okay. And there is a one more, all arithmetic operators we can use here, like C. So we can, I'm just going to copy paste this, it will take time otherwise. Okay. All the like minus, if we want to minus a b from a, and we want to divide, we want to have star, we want to this as a, we want to square root, we can use this. Okay. Modular, we want to get this. So this type of we can get by this. Okay. So I can show you here, this is working fine. 10 I'm getting the modular, I'm getting the 10. Okay. In this case, if I'm getting removing minus 1 from this, I will get a minus value. So we can use this minus 113. Okay. Operators, we can use this in this way. These were our operators we have covered. So now we will cover the like data types. Okay. So how many type of data types here? Like in the JavaScript, if I'm assigning here a number value, a integer value, then this automatically the compiler just assign a number number data types. Okay. If I change this, reassign this with string here name, then compiler will assign a new data type to this string. Okay. So these are like floating point number, so like 123.5. So compiler, so this we have here. So this data type or type of works, this is done by the compiler, and we don't have hurdles about this. But we have TypeScript here. So new advanced superset of JavaScript TypeScript, in that we will define our types, data types with the variable as well. Okay, but in the JavaScript we don't use this. This is handled by the compiler. Okay, so like we want to create a array type here. So we can have 2, 5, 6. This type we can have console.log. We can create a array like this. Okay, we will discuss later this. Okay, but I want to show this. So now console.log, I'm just refreshing this. So we are getting array here. Okay, there is one more, another type here. D is for object type, like in the key value where we have text mentor, and we have here age. Okay, like 1 year old. Okay, I'm just going here to refresh. So I'm getting object. Okay, so multiple, like we can have the multiple values here as well. Okay, like this. So object and array is used to have the multiple values. So we can define like this. Okay, now so there is another type, like if we have let. Okay, we have let here. Let E. Okay. Now console. We will get here undefined. Okay. E. I'm just consoling the E. I'm just going here. Then I'm getting E at hello.js in the line number 8. I'm getting E. Okay. E is undefined because if we are not assigning any values, then this compiler automatically assign the value undefined, like this undefined. This. Okay. But manually we don't assign this undefined. Okay, this is the part of, and this is all about our data types. So now we will move over the if like conditions, if else, and all these things. I'm just going to, okay, like I have a variable, I 10. Okay, then I can go here like a less than equal to 10. Then this is my condition here. Okay, alert. I want to do some piece of work here, like hello 10. Okay. If my condition will match, if else, I'm using if else, like here. If a is less than or greater than, like I want to tell you. Okay. I want to tell you like a, we have this less than. Okay. Less than if a less than 10. Okay. A less than 10. Okay. So here a is 10. So this will give us what it will give us, like false. False. If we are getting false here, we are getting false, then we will not enter in this if block. Okay. Okay, like if I'm getting this less than 10, so I will not enter in this. Okay, and if this is a greater than 10, so this is also not satisfied, this is not greater than, so this will also give us a false, so we will not enter in this. If we are getting here, if a equal to 10, we are getting this, then we will enter here. Okay. Okay, so I will show you all the things. So like this, in the case means I want to show you like this. If we are getting all the statements we are having here, if we are getting at the last true, then we will enter in this if case, otherwise we will not enter. Okay, so let's check on the browsers, and I'm just going to, so hello 10, we are getting 10. Okay, in the case if this is less than, okay, so this will return us false, like a is not less than 10, this is equal to 10. Okay, so then we will not get the alert. Okay, because we are not entering in this. Okay, so we can use like this as well, like and condition we can use as well here, and a equal to 10. Okay, in this case what I ended do here, like first this will check this. If a less than 10 return as false, then this will check this condition. Okay, if this is returning as false, then this will not enter. If any statement like a less than 10 is returning true and another is returning false, then it will not enter here. The both statements should be true in this case. Okay, so we will not get here as well as alert as well. Okay, if I'm using or, I'm using. This is the or. Okay, pipes we are using. So this is for or, two pipes for or. If this is false, then this will check this. If this is true, then we will enter here. Okay, like we are getting alert. Okay, so I'm just going here. I'm just reverting this uh, to here. So what will happen here? This is the true. This is the true in the or condition. So this will not check this condition because at the first argument, first condition is returning as true. So it will enter. It will not check this. Okay. Always have our true condition at the first place in the or condition. Okay. So this was the our if, and there is a else also. If we this is not satisfied, like this is not less than, in the else case, this will go here like alert. This is not matching. Okay, this is not matching. I'm just going here. So in the else case, this is not matching. We are going here. Okay, and we can have the multiple if else as well, like this else if. Okay, so this is the case of greater than, and this is the case of equal to. Okay, I have added here greater than, I have added here equal to. Now let's check. So now hello equal to 10, we are getting here hello equal to 10. Okay, so if this is in in 10 in string. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh. We are getting the same hello equal to 10, but this 10 is number and this is string. Okay, so we will use here double equal to in place of equal to triple equal to we will use, because double equal to only check the value, it does not check the type. Okay, and triple equal to here will check the type also. Now we will get else condition here. Here this is not the matching. Okay, so if you want to check the type as well. Okay, if you want to check the type as well, then you just use triple equal to. Okay, and there is a one more case here, like we are a equal to 10. So this will give us true. Okay, this will give us true. If we want to make this false, we will write this type a equal to equal to 10. Okay, so this will return us false. This is the negation. If we are getting here false, then it will return us true. So this is the negation value. Like I'm just using this. I'm just going to create here. I'm just this will return us true. So how we will make this false? Like this. Okay. Now the hello 10 we are getting. So we are inside this because we was getting here false. Okay. By using this negation, we are getting converting this false to true. And when we are getting true, we will enter in this block. Okay. So this is all about if else. Okay. And there is a one more case like switch case. Okay, switch case. I'm just going to revert this. Okay, switch case is here. Okay, like switch. In this switch case, I will pass my a. Okay, in this and this switch case will work with the, it will match the value and it will match with type. It will match value with type. Okay. As in the if case, we are matching the value only, not matching the type. But in the switch case, it will match the type also. Okay. There is a case here. I'm having one 10, and here I'm consoling 10 first case. Okay, first case, and we will add here break. I will tell you why we will add here break. So we can have like at the line we can have here semicolon, and if we are not assigning semicolon, we are not assigning semicolon here, then compiler will read the automatically. Okay, so there is no need to have the semicolon at the end of every line. So here is 10, like console.log 10 string. Okay, there is a else case. These are the if, this is the else if case, and here will be the else with the default. Okay, default. I have forget here the break. We will add here break. Okay, now there is, this is the else case, so there is no need to add the break as well in the default case. Okay, so default. Okay, let's check this on the browser. I'm just going in the browser, I'm just refreshing. So I'm getting a 10 string. Okay, 10 string. So 10 is a string, so this is not matching with the number because switch is used for the matching the number with the types. So type is different. Here is the type is number, here is the type is string, so this is matching with this. Okay, this is clear to you? Okay, and now I'm just removing this break from here, like this. Okay, now let's check what we will get. I'm just going to refresh. So we are getting 10 string and default as well. Okay, so our condition is not matched here, so this is not showing here. So this is showing this case, and this after that this is also showing this, because if break, what break does here, break just we are adding break here, so it will not go to search, go to the other condition as well, like I'm adding break here. Okay, now I'm getting only 10 string. Okay, like if our condition is matched here, so there is no point to go into the next condition. Okay, so like if I am not using, okay, if I'm converting this string to number, then what we will get, we will get all the if case, like case, like we are, this is printing in the console 10 first. Okay, in this case, like we have all the three console. Okay, in this case, it will not matter after matching one case, it will bypass this, it will not match with the other case, it will just print all the code we have in that case. Okay, so always use break in a case. Okay, but there is no need to have break in the default because there is no other case after the default. Okay, so this is all about switch case. So there is one more thing here, the nested if. I have forgotten this. Like let a equal to 10. Okay. If a equal to 10. Okay. In that we can also have a case if like let b equal to ss. Okay. We can have nested case as well here like ss. Okay. Nested if means if into a if. Okay, and we can have like this, we can have console in this. So this is the nested if inside a if. So this is the very basic today we have covered till now. Assignment, declaring the variable, assigning the value into this, if case, if else case, switch case. Okay. In I will try to cover basics as soon as possible because most of you know the basics, and this is similar to in every this is similar in every language. Okay, this is same in every language. So I have already told you before this lecture there to two three lecture maybe some boring because you know the basics like switch if case, but those are the beginners like some in the college and just studying the C++, then this is also useful for them. Okay, so in next topic we will cover like for loop and other as well functions strings in our JavaScript, and I will try in next Saturday and Sunday. I will finish this all this basics, and after that we will move to the some advanced topics. And so I'm just going to click close my stop. I'm just going to